Now it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneous.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Set 30 base. 54-5. Bullet hit it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bears first down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Coming to you, coming to you. Wide, get wide. Check it back, check it back.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check hot, hot.
Hey, Alpha. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Come down.
2nd and 15. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost two there, and it's third down.
And it's third down.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
Slam, slam, slam. Hey, exit.
At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Come on. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Hurry, hurry.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at the 20.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Chance. Jim. Express. Hey, 22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Hey, keep it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Express. Gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And Thomas has it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Rip right.
Great.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Bears take over.
Got it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready to break.
We got 25 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. Check 31, check 31.
Hey, order.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Yo, go, go. Smooth.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
You. Hey! Watch it. Whip. Watch the whip.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Great. Mike 22, Mike 22. Go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the run. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Throwing again. Newton trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. On first down, Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go. Step. 60 outlaw. Let's go, team. Get it.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Third down and 15.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Check. General West. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Check nickel. Hey, foxtrot. Tighten up. Ready?
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 28-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You got nothing there.
Now Cohen. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 34.
And the Bears first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Check three.
Now Montgomery running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
2nd and 10. And incomplete.
The pass on 2nd down. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. 25 for Mike. We got 25 for Mike.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Hey, 25 for Mike. We got 25 for Mike. Here we go. Hey, 25.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for it all. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bears have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey! Echo. Max 22.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, Fred!
Newton now to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Newton's pass intended for Jamison Crowder. Incomplete.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Throwing is Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But
it got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go. 30 base. Check, 59. Bravo. Keep it up, guys. Mike, check, 59. Let's go. Mike, 59.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Here we go. Go. We'll go 25 to Mike. Come on, D. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Here we go, D.
80 weapon.
Here I come again.
Hey, Zoo.
Rush in.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Slam. Kill.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Let's get in now. Kill. Check your hot read. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 43. He's checking.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
8.
Newton on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Newton. Looking long for Thomas. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
16 yards. First down, Chicago.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
59, Mike to 59. We own it. We own it.
Recon, 132-5. Go.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down.
Mike's partner.
Hey, Delta.
Know your job. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. On deck, pump. Mike, check.
Ready.
Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hatchet.
Now.
They'll drop the throw. He's got Burton here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Ready. 8, read.
Mike 54. I got one.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 15 now. Newton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Check pass, check pass. Clear.
Again, it's Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
54. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check 52.
Shit! Watch the shit!
5.
Back to throw here. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Set up. 70. Indy. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They run. This is Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn.
On the set.
Mike 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Blue draw Corker.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Big grip.
They try again with Cohen, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood. On.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
20.
Switch. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Check, check. Lucky.
20.
Sponge.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
Check.
General West.
Safe. Check.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 13. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check safety.
Hey!
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Check 50, check 50.
Stepping up, he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They're running it. Out. Check.
Twist on travel.
Switch.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, orbit.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
80 weapons.
Alert 3. Watch the ship.
Get it.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
We want this.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As the Bears push further out in front, point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Newton. And that's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You think you're gonna get this? Shoot! Watch out!
Great.
Mike 54. Mike
Express.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Watch out.
Rock it. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Watch the run.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught. It's Miller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.